repertoire is the most important thing. I think it's a good idea to keep a short list of riffs and grooves from well-known songs that we all know that we can throw down on. Hey, I'm Eric Haugen. Check the description box below for tabs and backing tracks on my website, information about exactly what sound tools I'm using, live Q&As, backing tracks, charts, that stuff is on Patreon, and comprehensive deep dive courses. It's all on my website. To me, practice time can be divided this way. You have on one side repertoire, which is what we're going to mostly be talking about today. Riffs and grooves. And when I say grooves, what I actually mean is chord progressions and strum patterns from existing well-known songs that are fairly simple to play and easy for a singer to sing. On the other side is the theory and the fretboard knowledge, the cage system, the triads, the major keys, minor keys, all that stuff. That stuff is super cool and super useful, but if this stuff isn't happening over here, it's not as useful. Let's look at Love Me Two Times. Great Robbie Krieger riff. I love the Doors so much. That little trill is tricky. Now, of course, Robbie's going to finger pick it. You know, he's going to be all like... which sure does sound more legit, but again, 93% accuracy is what we want. We want it to sound good, not necessarily 1,000% right. That's weird the way it has an open A in there. You don't expect that. Does that once. A little bit different when it goes to the A chord. Then it's going to hit the B. A. Cool blues way to do A. Robbie's up here, but again, I'm going for good, not right. And it's a slightly different riff as it comes back. Yeah, so that's tricky. And then, same fill. The D thing is weird. Robbie's doing some kind of like... But it's kind of, again, he doesn't play it the same way twice anyway, so my take on that was... kind of a cool D riff. And then this is one of the reasons I love the Doors is it's a blues, but it's not a exactly 12-bar blues. C7, G, D9, C7, B7. Super fun, super cool thing to do. Here, let's just put up on screen other recommended blues rock riff repertoire. Say that 5 times fast. Blues rock riff repertoire. Blues rock riff repertoire. Blues rock riff repertoire. Blues rock riff repertoire. There it is. So cool to play. And like I said, you get a handful of these under your fingers, you're going to feel like a guitar player if you got that feel right. Earlier in the video, when I said grooves, remember what I mean by that is chord progressions and strum patterns from very well-known songs that are relatively easy to play and easy for a singer to sing. I love Neil Young so much, and I think he's often overlooked for how innovative he is as a rhythm guitar player, and that's because of this thing. That seems so simple, but it's not actually easy to get that halftime shuffle, that plodding feel right. And so many songs are this feel. And this muting is so key for electric guitar players and acoustic guitar players to make room for the other musicians in the room. Let's hear the difference if I don't. Versus. And it's really interesting. It's not tight, it's not locked down. It has this natural bouncing, dancing motion to it. All right, I'm going to take a minute to really talk about that. It's so simple, but it's one of the greatest, most important, most valuable skills to get this breathy, bouncing palm muting thing going on. Check it. So, yeah, I'm kind of at a weird angle, but okay. All right, the mic's going to be out of phase, but can I get it so you can really see? So you're not, it's just this part. It's just this part back here coming in at 45. Now, by the way, yeah, let's go back to this camera. If you got the guitar up like this and have all this meat behind it this way, you're going to have a lot of trouble getting the bounce right. You got to have those angles. All right, let's walk through how to play Heart of Gold. Okay, dropping in. Already out of the gate doing the cool thing. So gentle. That right there is one of the trickiest things. So he's palm muting and doing hammer-ons all at the same time. But again, he's not locked down. Nah, he's bouncy and like dancing with it, really. Such a simple thing, but if you get good at that's feel. And again, you know me, I always say if you're going to work on something, drag that tempo around. Notice it only makes it stinkier. It only makes it dirtier when you slow things down. Okay, though. Now, there's actually two ways that he plays the next section. There's the record version, and then there's when he plays it by himself solo live. So first, let's do the record version, which is more of a boom chugga boom. Slower. No muting there. And then, you know, when he does it live by himself, he does the boom boom chuck. I swear that seems so simple, and it is. But that is one of the most useful rhythm guitar patterns for rock, blues, gospel, soul. Just being able to really cleanly and to keep it right there. Anyway, it goes through all that, and then what's it do? Oh yeah, I'm going to switch back to album version. Record, he does that. Super cool. Let's think about it. What are some other 3 chord jams that would be good to have in your back pocket for playing with other people? Let's look at this Mazzy Star thing. This is deceivingly tricky to keep this one right in the pocket, to not rush it, and to get it clean. And that's because there's no time for the chord change. So you're actually going to end up hitting the high B and high E, and only them, as you lift your hand up to get to the next chord. That's actually hard to do. And that's, again, why I say strumming chords isn't the boring part. I know that social media guitar playing, including my channel, is definitely, there's a lot of fills and licks and runs, but really, those are the tiniest part of a song. Really, the meat of what we do as guitar players is and man, can we keep that right there? That's still the most important thing for me is, can I keep that groove just, what was the phrase I like? My buddy Frank, old jazz drummer hippie dude that I hang out with all the time, he's always like, man, you just want to be a carpet for the song to lay on. It's so true, Frank. Frank is right. Listen to Frank. That's not easy. Because you don't want to go. Trying to keep it clean, trying to keep it right there. In conclusion, riffs and grooves, that's the stuff. Obviously, the other stuff, the theory, fretboard knowledge is interesting, but if you've skipped really getting the feel right, really getting those riffs and those grooves in your back pocket, may I, in a friendly way, suggest you revisit those. Plus, it's fun. It's fun to riff out. Anyway, thanks so much to everybody who supports me in all the ways that you do, with the like, subscribe, and share. All that stuff, you see YouTubers talk about it. It's because it keeps the lights on. It's the for free way that you can show like, hey, this was cool video. Anyway, algorithm, maybe other people might want to watch it. So thank you, everybody who does those things. One more time around how my business works. I have Patreon where I do live Q&As, every backing track I've ever made, scale charts, and all sorts of other stuff is up there. I also make deep dive courses. I have several modes, rhythm guitar, the cage system, improv, it's all on my website. You can check it out over there. As Bill and Ted would say, be excellent to each other. That includes yourself. Happy Friday. Eat pizza.